Hi friends, today I'm going to share with you the new Erin Condren Recipe and Meal Planning Bundle. Let's get started. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Erin Condren has just released this new Recipe and Meal Planning Bundle, and it is so fantastic. It's perfect for the upcoming holidays, something I really need. As an EC creator, I was gifted this by Erin Condren to review for you, so thank you to Erin Condren in advance for that. I can't wait to share with you. I love these new little designs they're coming out with. This is called the Floral tile cover, and it's so pretty. It's almost like a needlepoint, but it's not. It's just actually a really beautiful, like vintage style botanical drawing, and I just love this new floral style so much. So it comes with one recipe notebook. You also get a set of metallic markers, which we'll go over. You get these are Post-it note branded. These are the grocery list bookmark sticky notes, and we'll open these up. And then finally, you also get the weekly meal planner dashboard. And these work well with wet erase markers. So we'll open this up as well. So let me open up all these items and get them out of the plastic, and then we'll go over everything. Okay, so let's get started with the recipe booklet first. Let's put this up here. And I love their notebooks in general. And it's the same kind of spiral we love. This is a platinum spiral. It's smaller, so it's like the notebook style. And this is your entire recipe book. And I am going to, this is my goal for the holidays, get all these recipes in here so I can have everything in one place. Because this year I actually am cooking Thanksgiving because we want something a little more healthier. And we always have too much leftovers when we order stuff out. So I'm going to be making Thanksgiving, and it's just the 4 of us, but it'll be great. We're going to have like leftovers, and we're going to have like lots of healthy vegetables and stuff. So I'm excited to really dive in and use this. This color palette is just like the muted neutral colors that they do for the other planners. And I love just these colors are just so pretty. Look really nice in any kitchen, and they work with any cover too. I just love the muted colors. So this is the recipe notebook, as it says here, and it says cook the right thing, which is a nice little pun on the word here. I'm always wondering, what do I make for dinner? And this is going to really help me keep that organized. I like these kitchen conversions because I'm often always trying to figure out different measurements and stuff like that. So this is a nice handy reference. And then I like this a lot. These are like favorite recipes, because I've started doing that by month, thinking about the season and what are some like go-to dishes I can cook so that not everyone will get tired of, and that will fit the season, as it starts to get colder, having warm soups and stews and stuff like that. And then things that can be made really fast on a weeknight is really important too. These are great too. Quick and easy winners, make ahead slam dunks, fancy family meals, like when we want to go a little more in depth and have more time to cook things. This is always nice. I like these a lot. My favorites are always the ones I can make really fast. But although I do like some, whenever my family is eating something and they're really like, it's so delicious that they can't even talk, that makes me really happy too. So, and then one page for crowd pleasers. So these are really handy. And this is kind of open favorite recipes. You can kind of list them here. And what I would do is I might even like reference the name of the item and where it is, and like, is it an entree? Is it a dessert? And reference the actual recipe in the back here. So the first tab is for appetizers. It's really pretty. It's got the Erin Condren asterisk design on here, very minimal. And each recipe has its own page. And let me zoom in a little bit more. You can basically write the name of the recipe on here, and then you can check mark here what you need to make it. It's like a favorite, something for a kid to make that's easy. One pot pan. Oh, I love that. I love the sheet pan meals to make. Those are the best. They're so quick and easy. And then here you list your ingredients, and then you have the directions. I like that you can put the servings, the prep time, and the cook time. Very easy and simple. And this is the same page throughout this section. So, and then you get to the end of the appetizer section and you have the lined page on the left side. And then we move on to side dishes with this nice beige color tab. And then the text here now changes into this side dish beige tab color, and it's the same page throughout. And then we move to this sort of purplish color here for entrees, which would be really great. And then it goes through the same pages here with the line page. And then this is like a blush color desserts, mauve blush. And then you have your recipes to put on here for desserts, which is nice. And then you have a line page, and this is for more recipes. And maybe back here you can put like, holiday favorites or something. And that's easy to reference since, Thanksgiving is only once a year. Maybe you don't want to put it in entrees. You can put like, all the different things you want to do for Thanksgiving here, for Christmas to find easily. And back here at the end here, you have if you can continue this recipe for one longer one, it has directions continued and then notes. And then that's the end here. You do get a pocket, which is nice. So you can actually put in, like, maybe you do have a printout of a recipe you're going to try, but you're not sure if it's worked yet. You can just put it back here. And then once it's worked well, you can copy it into the other pages. So that's nice that there's pockets too. Or you can put in, you have a recipe card from your mom or your grandma, and you can put it back here as well. So I really like this. This is such a nice design, and it's very thin and compact, and you can plan out your meals. Let's take a look at this. I love these snap-in dashboards, and you can actually just snap it into this notebook here to help plan out your meals for the week. You can snap it into your recipe book, or you can snap it into your own planner as well. So maybe this is this week. You could either snap it into the week you're in, or snap it into, I have so many papers in my planner right now for like envelopes and things. Let's go here. I just changed my cover to this toile one. It's so cute. So you can also do that here. So maybe it's a section you want to put here in the front of your planner, so you have everything, and you can also make notes on this thing, on the cover, inside cover too. So let's just say for this one, we're going to put it in the recipe book, because maybe I am planning for Thanksgiving, because I just realized you need to start from the top, because this end is kind of open. So if you had a larger planner, it would still fit in. So it's got to cut out at the bottom. So definitely start when you put in at the top. Okay, so now I have my little snap-in weekly meal planner dashboard in here. Let me just get that in. Sometimes using a tweezer gets it in really nicely when it's first being put into your spiral. I like this a lot. I really like the kind of grocery list you can do here too. This is perfect for Thanksgiving. I'm going to take one of my wet erase markers from Erin Condren, and I'm going to use this on here. I'm trying to think of what color to use. Let's use this like magenta color. So like basically you can put here Thursday. So you have your, like, just pretend this is for Thanksgiving. Turkey, obviously. And then, but then you have to plan, if you have family over, you'll have leftovers here. You can plan everything all out. So you can plan the whole week. Maybe this is a lighter dinner here, and you can put that in there. And then if you change your mind on the idea or whatnot, you can just take a Kleenex, paper towel, and then just wipe it off, and it doesn't come off here. So, like I can just write down what else I'm having mashed. Potatoes, stuffing. My husband said he wanted the acorn squash I make. Maybe I'll do that Saturday. What else is there? Wednesday, maybe we eat out Wednesday. And you can just plan out the whole week for the holiday. It really makes it nice, and I like to be able to erase it because maybe things change. So that's the way you can do that, and it's not like on paper permanently, and you can modify your grocery list as you want. So this is a nice way to have this on here, as well as being able to put down other stuff you need, because you always need stuff. Oops. And then let me get this more in view. Okay, so then you can see here, sorry that was covered for a little bit, the other things of the grocery list that you need to get: the protein, the produce, the pantry, household items like cleaners and everything else, toilet paper, paper towels, and the frozen goods. But this is kind of nice. And maybe this is great because, you know, there's always stuff that you need, that's the same things you need all the time. That can always be here. And it makes it really functional. So I like that this can be in, you can keep it in this recipe book or put it in your planner. It's flexible. It's up to you. And I love these wet erase markers. I think I picked up a set when they had a sale. So you might want to get yourself a set of these. Let me show you all the colors that come with. There's a lot of colors. I think there's, sorry, I didn't mean to knock into the tripod again. There's a bunch of different colors. So they're really, really pretty, and they kind of match too. So you could color coordinate the whole thing as well. So it's kind of nice to have one of these. I used to like to write a lot on the covers, but it's nice because it doesn't come off because it's not dry erase, it's wet erase. So it's really easy to just take a wet paper towel and to clean it all off. So then you start fresh again for the next week, which is always the dilemma of what to make for dinner. So, you know, you could even put here some options you want to do. Like maybe this week I'm going to make, there's like 8, 9 different ideas, one for quick or 2 quick ones. And then you just use that to plop them into the days and swap them around, because sometimes maybe you don't feel like making the chicken tonight, but you'll make it tomorrow night, if that makes sense. Okay, so I love this dashboard. And it's really cute. It's very colorful. It's really pretty. I think it looks nice. Yeah, I'm really excited now for the holidays just to prep everything. This is really getting me motivated. Meal planning is not one of my favorite things to do. We're going to go look at the pens now. Oh, before we go on the pens, I will say this, you also have these little recipe sticky notes. Oh, it comes from the side. This is cool. So you can, maybe you have an entree and this is the recipe you want to make. You can just stick that here so that when you close your book, it's there. It's at the recipe you want to cook, and then you have all the list of items you want to make, your grocery list, so that you can take this to the grocery store like this. I like that too. Let's go over the markers. I'm going to use my little Hello Kitty notepad. So these are metallic markers. I don't think I've ever had one of these before. And I like that they have their names printed on there. This is cerulean blue. Like, it reminds me of Devil Wears Prada. Ooh, wow. This is it's very thick, and it's got the metallic sheen to it. I didn't really know how, made sure didn't want to misspell cerulean. This is olive. These would be really pretty for making cards for people for the holidays. Wisteria, like one of my favorite colors. Oops. And lots of metallics. Here's silver. That's really pretty. Definitely for writing cards. Charcoal. Oops. They are like thicker than I would want to write stuff with. That's why I think they're great for writing for cards. And copper. Oops. I like that they're nice and thin. So these are nice. I would say, I'm trying to think of the equivalent, like weight. This is like, let's see, the Erin Condren dual tip marker side. So let's try this. So it's like a little bit thicker than like the thicker side of it's thicker than this when you write with it. So let me show you. Even though it looks thinner on here, I don't know what this one is like. It's harder to write in. This tip feels softer, so it comes out a little bit thicker. You can see here. I like the colors a lot though. They're really pretty, very elegant. It's great for writing cards. So if I was going to use this in the recipe book, I would use it for the titles. I wouldn't necessarily use it for writing everything, the ingredients down. I would use, I mean, this is Erin Condren 80-pound paper. I would use the black of this dual tip marker. It's my favorite. That I actually bought a few more at the Erin Condren store when I went to Southern California. I would use this pen to write in here because it'll be very crisp. Because you know you're going to be cooking and you want to see the text right away. I would use something, a nice black pen. Can't go wrong. And you can always use, these are my favorite Erin Condren highlighters to highlight certain things. Like maybe you see like, you know, don't forget to do something and you can highlight something on the side. I definitely love these markers too. So I'll link these below. They're my favorite. But this bundle is such a great deal because you kind of get everything you need to like kickstart your holiday cooking and everything. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. This Erin Condren recipe and meal bundle is such a great gift for someone or a gift for yourself. I think it's going to really set me up for success for the upcoming holidays, and I'm looking forward to using this more to sort of archive recipes that I love, and it's such an easy reference in this beautiful, beautiful recipe notebook. If you are interested in this, I have all the links in the description. Thank you in advance for using my affiliate link. And if you like planner videos and stationery content like this, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!